You're in a conversation about marriage and religious freedom, and someone says, discrimination is illegal. It doesn't matter if you oppose same-sex marriage, you have to bake the cake. What would you say? Even before the Supreme Court redefined marriage, some states and cities passed laws making sexual orientation a protected class. Today, some believe that these laws require florists, bakers, and photographers to participate in same-sex weddings. Is this true? Now that same-sex marriage is the law of the land, does that mean wedding businesses must participate in same-sex weddings? In most places, the answer is no. And here are 3 reasons why. First, declining to serve a gay wedding is different than refusing to serve gay people. Whether it's flowers, photography, or cakes, there is a difference between a business that says, I won't serve you under any circumstances, and one that says, I'm happy to serve you, but I can't provide the service you're requesting. Non-discrimination laws were created to protect people. They weren't created to protect events. They require businesses to serve everyone, but they do not require businesses to do anything that might be requested. We all have different convictions and boundaries. We don't have to understand why someone feels the way they do in order to respect it. Just societies don't force people to do or say things that violate their beliefs, just because those beliefs might be unpopular. Which leads to the second point. The First Amendment protects unpopular beliefs. Popular beliefs don't need protection. Same-sex marriage was once a very unpopular thing. But things have changed. Does this mean that the freedom to express support for same-sex marriage has changed as well? No, because the First Amendment protects our right to say and do things that are unpopular. We don't need legal protection to say tacos are wonderful, because we all agree tacos are wonderful. We need the First Amendment to protect our right to say things others will be offended by. And everyone benefits when everyone is free to disagree without fear of punishment. After all, if you can force someone to do something they don't want to do or say something they don't believe, eventually that power can be used to make you do or say something against your will. Should a progressive website designer be forced to create a website for the National Rifle Association? Should a pro-abortion contractor be compelled to build a pro-life pregnancy care center? Should an African American caterer be required to serve food at a KKK gathering? Should a kosher deli be forced to serve pork? In the same way, forcing someone to participate in a wedding they find morally objectionable is a violation of who we are as a country, and in most cases, the courts agree. Which leads to the third point. Courts are protecting religious freedom. While these cases are not over, courts continue to issue decisions in favor of religious freedom and against government coercion. Courts have held that nuns cannot be forced to pay for birth control, that print shops cannot be forced to print messages on a t-shirt they disagree with, that firemen cannot be fired from their jobs because of what they believe about marriage, and that chaplains cannot be fired for stating the Christian position on sexuality. While some lower courts have said businesses must participate in same-sex weddings, so far the United States Supreme Court has said otherwise. There is likely more to come though. In the meantime, as the lawyers argue, let's agree on one thing. We are and should be free to say no when we feel we must. So next time someone says the law requires you to do things that violate your conscience, remember these 3 things. Declining to serve a gay wedding is different than refusing to serve gay people. The First Amendment protects unpopular beliefs. Popular beliefs don't need protection. And courts are protecting religious freedom. For What Would You Say? I'm Joseph Backholm. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you loved the video, and if you did, give us a thumbs up below. If you have something you'd like to contribute to the conversation, do that in the comments section. If you'd like to make sure you get notified every time we release a video, hit subscribe and then hit the bell as well. Also, if you'd like to help keep these videos free, you can chip in below.